Good morning, mamas. I have a question for you today. Have you ever felt the pulling and the tugging of stewarding what's in your hands, yet you also feel the pulling and the tugging from Holy Spirit to build more, to create more? Well, if you listen in, today is about that. Now, if you're not willing to read it, I've actually posted this on Substack and on teachingbyfaith.com. And if you're like me, sometimes reading is where I catch all of the moments where I can pause, reflect, journal as I go along. And it just pulls little pieces of revelation out of my heart that I wouldn't ordinarily receive if I were listening to it. But if you are a listener, and this will bless you even more to hear my voice and hear me talking to you, then this is the invitation to join me with a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or maybe a quiet moment while your kids are away or taking a nap. Now, what I'm talking to you about is something that I'm walking through right now, real time. I haven't figured it out. I haven't mastered it, but I'm learning it. I'm learning a rhythm and I'm learning a flow every single day of stewarding what God has put in my hands. Every morning, I get up and I try my best to steal away for those precious 1 to 2 hours that my children are still sleeping. My husband has already gone to work, and it's my time to sit with God, listen. And prayer is that for me. It is listening and receiving and also interceding. And then I receive downloads of things that he wants me to put my hands to right away. Or maybe he'll tell me to back off of certain things. I also ask him to help me return to the moments with him during the busyness and the noise throughout the day with my children having so many demands of me. And there's so many things that I must do within my home and also outside. But I always ask him to help me retreat to him, even in the midst of cooking meals, making snacks, doing laundry, teaching lessons, classes, and just being a wife. That in itself is a very big duty and responsibility. And it is a ministry that I tend to neglect when I really focus on just the kids. So I ask the Lord to help me to arm that better so that when my husband comes home, he not only greets his children, but he greets his wife, and he comes into a house where he feels peace and he feels safe and he can unload. And I ask the Lord to help me listen to him. Now, everything that I just shared with you is literally what's going on in my head all day, every day. But going back, this beginner moment at the beginning of my day in the quiet, in the stillness with God is what helps me to put everything in its proper place. And I believe it's also what guides my day as I allow the Holy Spirit to take my hand and gently lead me into every moment so that I don't get overwhelmed, so I don't lose focus, so I don't lose my footing. Growth feels like stretching, and stretching is uncomfortable. Sometimes stretching hurts. Sometimes when you're stretched, you feel like you're about to break. And I'm not going to lie to you. Most of the time, I feel like I'm going to break. I'm going to pop because there's so much in my heart, in my mind that I want to get out to my family, get out to the world. But there's only so much time in the day. And so I'm often wondering, how will I get it all done? Lord, is this you telling me to do this? And if it is, then how will I accomplish it? I only have this many resources. I only have this amount of money and I only have this amount of time. Well, listen, growth is also understanding that whatever the Lord gave you to build, whatever he gave you to tend to steward, he will also give you the strength to complete it. He will give you the wisdom and he will give you the help that you need to see it through. This is why we have to rely on the Holy Spirit to counsel us, to teach us, and to comfort us the only way that he can as a friend, a true friend. And he shows us how to grow what's in our hands gracefully without becoming overwhelmed. My prayers have actually changed over the years. I have moved from praying for the Lord to actually bless what I've built, bless what I've created so that my home would be blessed. To Lord, send me to the families, send me to the people that you are calling me to serve. Make me visible to those who will be blessed by what you've put inside of me to share. For you see, when you continue those morning moments, those evening moments, or whenever the Lord calls you and pulls you to steal away with Him, you will begin to find that your greatest passion and desire is not for your bank account to be full, but for others to be touched by what God has put on the inside of you so that He might be glorified and so that many more will be added to His kingdom. That is what life is like for the believer, for the believing mother, and for the believing builder. So I want to encourage you today. Carrying more doesn't mean we carry alone. We carry what God entrusts to us to Him in prayer first. We keep going back to Him. We keep knocking on the door, repeatedly asking Him for wisdom on how to do this thing that He told us to do. We surrender it all to Him so it does not become an idol. We rest. We take time to be refilled when needed and refreshed, even after we've worked on it and tended to it faithfully. Friends, we partner with God when we give birth to every project, assignment, and vision, knowing that it's God breathed and God ordained, and He does provide us with the necessary means to see it done. I want to encourage you today, don't rush this process. Embrace building slow. Everything that He gives you doesn't have to launch today, right now, or even next week. Be faithful to continue tending to it and know that when He's breathed on it, He will release it in His perfect timing. If you've been feeling stretched, if you've been feeling like you're failing, or if it's too much on you, bring it back to the Father. Ask Him how He's stretching you and what He's given you to steward. Ask Him to reveal where all of the places in your heart are turned. Are they turned fully to Him? Or are you trying to do most or all of it out of your strength? Is it turned towards the audience that you want to respond to what you're building, or is it totally just something that you have allowed to become your filler for the emptiness that's actually there that only God can fill? What God is asking you to carry didn't come with instructions to carry it perfectly. He is simply asking you to carry it faithfully. And the grace you receive every day will meet every single one of your responsibilities. I'm encouraging you today to lean into Him and trust Him to help you grow as you build for His glory, for His kingdom. This is truly from my heart. I hope it blesses you, whoever is listening to it. I hope you'll go and read it too. Take some time to reflect. And as always, I pray that you will grow, you will learn, you will continue to build and teach in faith. Blessings.